Oh, welcome back, race fans. Tonight, the Sam Racing Unleashed Cup Series Harpoon Design Season 14 unloads here for round 13 at Nashville Superspeedway. Presented to you all by MaxspeedTV. Brendan Kennedy already in chat. I do see 5 of you out there tuning in. How's everybody doing? Hopefully, everybody is staying cool and, of course, taking shelter in areas around the United States where the severe weather is happening at. But we got racing to do here tonight. Well, we're looking at the pre-race analytics already, and a little bit of a wind they're dealing with at about anywhere between 9 and 12 miles an hour. Air temp of 83, track temp of, well, right now it's 110, but I've seen it as high as 118, so it is dropped down some. 150 laps out here tonight, 199, you might as well say 200 miles. I'll stage here tonight, white at 50, checkered at 51. They do get 4 sets of tires, fuel 75%. Pit road here at Nashville, 45 miles an hour with a pace speed of 55. Taking a look at the point standings coming into this afternoon. Mark Whitley up into the top spot once again, up 2 positions, 483. Now, he's only up there by a point, though, over Gary Slapinski, who's down. Gary Slapinski, who is down a spot here in second at 482. Kyle Heath down a spot into third at 480. 3 behind the leader and 2 behind Gary. Chris Paff in fourth at 444. A lot of 4s there. 39 points behind the leader and 36 behind Heath. Brandon Sheets in fifth. 403, 80 behind the leader and 41 behind Paff. Philip Bridgman in sixth, 381, 102 behind the leader, 22 behind Sheets. Hunter Hayward in 7th at 376, 107 behind the leader and 5 behind Bridgman. Robbie Darnell in 8th, 364, 119 behind the leader and 12 behind Hayward. Jason Adams in 9th, 357, 126 behind the leader and 7 behind Darnell. Robbie Stewart cracking the top 10. Actually, he's going to stay in the top 10 in 10th at 315, 168 behind the leader and 42 behind Adams. Keith Hurlbut up a spot into 11th, 306, 177 behind the leader, 9 behind Stewart. Jeff Gilmore down a spot into 12th at 288, 195 behind the leader and 18 behind Hurlbut. Zach Duchier up 3 spots just outside of the top 12 and 13th at 280, 203 behind the leader and 8 behind Gilmore. Larry Blair up a spot into 14th at 278, 205 behind the leader and 2 behind Duchier. Gomez, Mark Koshik up 3 spots, cracking the top 15 and 15th at 271, 212 behind the leader and 7 behind Blair. And David Cassidy cracking the top 16 and 16th up 3 spots. 263, 220 behind the leader and 8 behind Gomez. I don't know much about Nashville Superspeedway. All I know is it's named Nashville Superspeedway. Now, I don't think it acts like a superspeedway. However, with these cars and the update that they've done, we could see some superspeedway action, 3 wide even. However, as the race progresses, I do expect these guys to get spread out some. I don't expect a full-on pack, 6, 7, 8 cars. I do expect some hard battling, though, from these guys. Now, could it go green? Yeah, it definitely could. I don't know if they're having any issues down there, if it's tight, if it's slick. I haven't had a chance to talk to anybody, but I guess maybe we'll talk to the pole sitter as we normally do to find out what the conditions are down there. My brother out there, well, technically it's not really square, but it's rectangle. Indianapolis, I think, is about as close as we're going to get to that. But coming down to 3 minutes, now Mark Whitley right now is up in the top spot here in practice with Gary Slapinski, 24 thousandths of a second behind him. Kyle Heath right there in third. Hunter Hayward right now in fourth, and Brandon Sheets rounding out our top 5. I've been seeing several drivers do just what the 5 did. Philip Bridgman just now gets snappy loose out of 4, so he's not the only one that I've seen do that. We'll definitely have to keep an eye out on turn 4, but Coming down to about 2.5 minutes left here, folks. We're going to go ahead and step aside and play the national anthem provided by Madison Rising. So hang tight. Qualifying will be underway when we come back.
Can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, oh, the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets ran past, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land under the frame, you're the home of the brave. Because we are the brave. Yes, we are the brave. We'll fight to invade the name of the brave. We are the U.S. of A. For those unaware, that flag is still there. It's our future to save. Stand of the brave, the U.S. of A. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land under the frame, in the
This is Rio of Madison Rising, and you're watching MaxspeedTV.
Alrighty, folks, we're back. Qualifying is underway here tonight. Kyle Heath right now up at the top spot. Mark Whitley just went into P2. Well, there goes Gary Slapinski into P2. Mark back to third. Hunter Hayward in that fourth spot. Young Gun, that's kind of the nickname I've given him. there's a reason behind that, and I think Kelly, hey Kelly, I see you out there. Tara's out there as well. I think Kelly knows why I call him the young gun. He's right now up in 4th. Brad Delph in that 5th spot. Several drivers still out here. Looks like Christopher Campbell's on his 2nd lap. Robbie Stewart, Brandon Sheets just completed his 1st lap. Now he's on his 2nd. Keith Hurlbut's on his 1st, and Philip Bridgman also on his 1st lap, or now is on his 2nd lap as we speak. So how you doing, Kelly and Tara? Brantley, how you doing, Roden? Harpoon Design, Brantley Roden out there, the series sponsor. They're in the market for a paint. Look out on trading paints. Brantley Harpoon Design has created a bunch of them. You want a custom paint done, sure, he can hook you up if he's not too busy with other paints that he does. Kyle Heath right now holding on to the top spot, under 2 minutes to go. But Jim Coleman-Sperger, Paul Buzz Cohen, David Cassidy has yet to come out. See here if they are going to, if they're just going to start in the bag. But boy, that 13 of Kyle Heath, 30.009. That is good enough for that top spot. Robbie Darnell out there. Of course, we'll wait here about 30 seconds before we get Kyle down here for his whole interview here tonight. Rudy, haven't talked to you in a bit, bud. How you doing, Rudy? Macho Man, the head guy, the man, the myth, the legend. Rudy Cummins out in chat. Well, alrighty, folks, let's go ahead and get Kyle Heath down here for his poll interview here tonight. Kyle, buddy, got a copy?
I sure do.
Hey, man, we'll grab the poll out here tonight for round 13 at Nashville Superspeedway. I didn't get a chance to talk with you guys much earlier, but, you know, how's the track feeling out there here tonight? Is it loose? Is it tight? You know, what are you feeling out there, bud?
It depends on how you drive it. If you could get loose coming out of turn 2 and 4, but I think as the race goes on, it's going to tighten up. I did 100 laps last night in a community race and finished 6th, but there are a lot of fast drivers in there, and it kind of helped me out for this race tonight. So hopefully I can change what I did from last night to tonight.
That looks like it is transitioning into a night race here, too, or start late evening, running night, it looks like. So, well, we'll see what happens, Kyle. Well, you're going to grab that bonus point for grabbing the pole. So you got that out of the way. But, man, we got 150 laps out here tonight, Kyle. Good luck out there, and congratulations, bud, on the pole.
All right, thank you.
All right, well, that was Kyle Heath. Let's go ahead and get him down here on the grid here tonight. MaxspeedTV starting grid. Kyle Heath grabbing the pole with a 30.009. Again, congratulations to Kyle on pole. Gary Slapinski going to start on the outside of him in 2nd. Mark Whitley, Gary's teammate, in 3rd. Brad Delph 4th. Brendan Sheets 5th. Chris Paff 6th. Hunter Hayward 7th. Larry Blair in 8th. Keith Hurlbut 9th. And Zach Duchier in 10th. Robbie Stewart in 11th. Jeff Gilmore 12th. Philip Bridgman 13th. Robbie Darnell 14th. Christopher Campbell 15th. That is the qualifiers. Non-qualifiers, iRacing is going to rack them up like this. David Cassidy in 16th. Jim Coleman-Sperger 17th. Paul Buzz Cohen in 18th. So 18 drivers out here tonight. Not a huge field, but big enough. Oh, Gomez. I was wondering where you was at. You're usually in here. 16, 14, 15, 16 of you out there in 7 laps. We'll be rolling off here in just a moment. Looks like everybody but one driver did grid. That would be Buzz, the number 51. So it looks like 17 drivers will be starting here, and here we go. We're going to be rolling off here in just a second. What do I expect? I do see you out there, Brendan. What do I expect from Nashville? Well, like I said, I don't know much about the track. Not a whole lot of the leagues that I do race here. No. And I've never personally raced here, so I don't know much about it. One person in chat that probably would know a little bit more would be Rudy. And I know probably some of the drivers. Mark, you might know more about it than I do. However, down into turn number 3 here tonight. Pull those belts tight, folks, one more time. Race car will dive off to the safety of pit road for the first time here tonight. There it goes. Coming into the start zone here tonight. They do have to go on green. So here we go for the initial green. Here we go, folks. Green is out for the first time. Boogity, 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 folks. We're racing here tonight at Nashville Superspeedway. All right, on the back stretch and down in between 3 and 4 for the first time. It looks like Kyle might hold off the 77 of Mark Whitley for the first lap, and he will do just that. Kyle Heath grabbing a bonus point for leading a lap here tonight. So now he's got 2, got the pole, got a lap led. So he's got 2 of the things out of the way. Now we're starting to see some more, a little bit of early single file and some side-by-side. Brad Delph, Brandon Sheets, got Zach Duchier, Chris Paff even right there close together, side-by-side. And single file. Pretty much what you're going to see right now. Ooh, Larry, he has fallen back to 11th from 8th. Holmensberger, 17th to 15th. Just got around Robbie here. Christopher Campbell back into 17th. I know a lot of these guys kind of running in the back just to get a feel, get some heat built up the tires, and then I'm sure they're going to try to make some food later on in the race. Battle for the lead here between Mark Whitley and Kyle. Side by side, the 77 and the 13 out of turn 2. Still side by side on the back stretch for the lead. Kyle has led the first 3. Mark trying to get a lap led. Kyle really knows how to save his stuff, though. So is Mark going to be able to lead this lap, or is Kyle going to take it? Kyle got it again. Looks like the line for the 13, the line he's running. Working out early. Hunter Hayward, the young gun, 7th to 4th in 5 laps. May not seem like a whole lot, but, you know, that's 3 positions, so it's a lot. Still, man, them 2 up top, neck and neck. Ooh, 77 got a little loose, but I am watching, too, a battle back here between the 3 of Robbie Stewart, Larry Blair, the 73, Jeff Gilmore, David Cassidy. Philip Bridgman kind of in between them here. 11, that is Jim. Right there with them, very close. All right, well, Mark Whitley did lead that lap, so he will pick up a bonus point for leading a lap. These 2 up here are still side by side. Golly. '13 will get ahead a little bit, and then the 77 will pull right beside him. 78 right now, I think, is playing follow the leader or follow the 77. Them two are teammates, so you know they're communicating. And Hunter, he got a bird's eye view of ahead of him, and that has allowed him to get right up onto the back of the 78. It is kind of acting like a super speedway. 77 to 13, though, man, they're making it very, very, ooh, oh, really close to the 77 there. Hitting the line, it's going to be Mark Whitley grabbing his second lap. Like Zach Duchier here in 21, getting around Brad Bell, 5th. Brad will move back to 6th. Still way early, though, folks, so definitely, you know, we don't know exactly what's going to, ooh, Brandon Sheets. All right, Brandon. Get your blinky worked out. Take your blinker fluid. Don't need none of that this early. And a bunch of single file back there. Everybody's just hanging out. Christian, David Cassidy, Jim Holmensberger, Keith Hurlbutt. Move it up a little bit, just inside the top 10 and 9. Getting up front, this is where the battle's at right here, folks. Right here, between the 13 and the 77. That's for the lead. So we're just going to kind of stay right here, watch the 48. He may try to make a move on the 78 here for that P3 spot. Kyle, he's going to lead another lap. Oh man, it's been Kyle, and it's been Kyle and Mark up here just side by side. The big question is, which one of these guys is burning their tires up the most? Is it the 13? Is it the 77? Out of those two. 13 kind of running the, whoa, that was a little close there. Well, from that angle it was. There could have been about a 3-4 foot gap there between them, but Kyle, he's going to have another one. Kyle, man, job, the Me Marie Designs car. Got something working out there for him. And the 21 of Zach Duchier has found the back of the 48. Well, as they go still side by side up front, Zach has found the back of the 48. We are seeing some different hacks out here. Watch the 14 of Brad Bell. I know Olivia's out there somewhere. She hardly ever talks, but I know she's out there. Well, so Brad is going to be coming up on Zach here. He is kind of leading Brandon Sheets, Chris Paff. Keith Hurlbutt is a little bit further back, about 2.2, 2.3 seconds. Right here, though, this is like kind of single file back here. Nobody's really pushing any buttons back here. The buttons are being pushed up here. That's where they're being tested at, and I'll say that. And David Cassidy got around Philip Bridgman. Like Jim Holmensberger may try to get around the 5. Oh, him running a Twix machine this race. I'll get it out in a minute. Move for me, none for you. Is he running? Is it the left Twix or the right Twix? Kind of throwing some funny things out here. 2 left. He's running the 2 right. 2 right Twix, 2 left. Beautiful paint, though. Beautiful paint. Running 2 left and 2 right. All right, Robbie Stewart. Keith Hurlbutt. They're starting to heat up back here. 9th and 10th, still battle up front though. Mark, Kyle, let's get back to Robbie. Robbie is going to get around Larry. Larry's going to get around Keith. David Cassidy up on the 19 as well. I see Olivia, I see you out there. I knew you were out there somewhere. All right, side by side. Here we go. I know they're still battling up top here, folks. I've not forgot about Kyle and Mark. Robbie falling back a few spots. And 13 and the 77, still side by side. Golly. They have been side by side for, oh golly, what, about 15 laps, roughly? Golly. Man. In each other room, it looks like, though. 77, down low. Robbie Darnell. Hillsboro 44, getting around the 19. The 75 of Gilmore is right up ahead of Robbie. Trying to get around. That is Jim. Yes, it is. Side by side back here. This is around the 11th, 12th, 13th, 14th spot. So kind of more at the tail end. Oh, 11 pushing up a little bit. 3 of Robbie Stewart was right there. Of course, I've got to be on my toes because we've got 2 different Robbies. We've got Robbie Darnell in the 44 and Robbie Stewart in 3. So it looks like maybe a potential battle of the Robbies. Well, Darnell did get around Stewart, and Darnell's right behind Colemansberger. Like Brad Delph, Zach Duchier, they're going to do some battling. Oh, Kyle Heath. Oh, Kyle Heath across the grass. There's no caution. We didn't get to see what happened there. But he did get across the grass there, and he is falling back to 10th. Mark Whitley has taken over the lead with his teammate Gary right behind him. Still got the battle with Zach and Brad. We could still have a battle up front here between Gary and Mark, so we'll have to watch that as well. We've seen how Kyle was side by side with Mark for how many laps? 15, 17 laps. Well, it could definitely happen up front again. Top 7, kind of broke away from everybody else. Larry Blair sitting kind of by lonesome here in 8th. Started 8th, in 8th, so he really hasn't moved. Kind of hanging out. Kyle Heath up to 9th now. He did get around David Cassidy. Like Philip Bridgman, Keith Hurlbutt back here, 16th, 17th. Are going at it. That is for position, so we do have to watch it. Christopher Campbell hanging out right where he started in 15th. And Campbell can move up to 14th. Getting around Stewart. Like Brad Delph, Hunter Hayward side by side. Brad Delph, Hunter Hayward side by side. It is a battle for 3rd. Like Brad is going to complete the pass over Hunter. So Hunter back to 4th. Mark Whitley, Gary still up front. A little bit of a gap now between 2nd and 3rd at about 1.3 seconds. Tires probably, yeah, really starting to show. 7 laps into this race. Hopefully, everybody out there staying cool. Woo! Man, it's hot, I tell you. We haven't even gotten to the beginning of summer. Here we go. Gary Slapinski to the inside of the 77. For the lead. And Gary still hasn't got it, but teammates going at it. Here we go. Seen this before. $16 of you tuning in. 10 likes. Thank you, everybody, for the 10 likes out there. Ain't no reason we can't hit 15, 20 likes out here tonight. Already some good racing going on. Whoa, Gary shooting up in front of the 77 to complete the pass. I guess he got tired of racing side by side with the 77 there. Of course, you know old Brantley Roden out there is probably talking to the both of them. He owns both of those cars. Back here with Chris Path. Adeline Hunter back here for 5th. Uh-huh, yeah, see? I knew that. You told Gary to do that. I know you did. You're like, yeah, just pull up right in front of him. Take his nose off. I know you said that. All right, 32 of 150. That is, of course, the race. 32 of 50 laps for the stage. We are, of course, getting ever so closer. They have all been out here, of course, the 32 laps. Should be getting close to pit stops here. I don't think they can go 50. I think they can go 50 laps as we look at it. 75% fuel. What is Nashville? 1.3 or 1.5? Is it a mile and a half? Said I don't know much about it. He told Mark to back off. Oh man. So it's actually 1.3 miles. Okay. Go ahead and get those pre-race analytics off of here. So yeah, I don't think they can go 50 laps. We could probably get, Brantley wants to say it. We could, you know, get some information from him. But then again, strategy, you know how that goes. Probably don't want to get any, you know, insider info, but 1.3 mile track, 75% fuel. Well, they might be able to. You can? Okay. All should be able to make it. Tires are going to be shot. I think the tires are already upset. I think that's just an understatement right now. Oh, anywhere between 0.2 of a second all the way up to about 4 seconds. We are definitely spread out a little bit. Couple of battles going on here. Zach getting around to Hunter. That is for 6th. Hunter falling back to 7th, right where he started. Still early, though. Still early. Everybody probably right now before the stage just trying to get a feel of the track. Probably push it a little bit harder after the stage. Looking at Robbie Stewart getting around Keith Hurlbutt back here for 16th. David Cassidy coming around Jim. Philip Bridgman right here as well. We do have a couple of cars together. 17, 5, and the 11. We'll watch this one for a second. If anything transpires between these three. Ooh, Philip pushing up a little bit. Not too much, but a little bit. Still kept the momentum, though. Starting to kind of break away. Checking up on Gary and Mark and Brad and Brandon and Chris. Not a whole lot in the top 5. Not a whole lot going on in the top 7 either. I did just see, yeah, it looks like Jim and David. Well, that was a quick pass. Jim getting around David Cassidy back here for 14. Right, about 10 to go here, folks, for the stage. Philip Bridgman, Christopher Campbell. Philip getting around Christopher for 12. Man, this race going by quick. Gary Slapinski coming up on Robbie Stewart here. Probably could go a lap down if Gary gets around him. Of course, the stage would put Robbie back on the lead lap. I don't think Robbie gonna fight Gary too much here. No, Robbie's gonna go low, and he is gonna let Gary go by. Robbie, ooh, Robbie taking the apron. Is Robbie coming down pit road? Oh, I think he's trying to. Oh, not going to be able to do it. Are we going to have a yellow here? No, he's going to tow it. Oh, mistakes made. Oh, man, that just goes to show that the tires, yeah, not too friendly. Now Heath has made his way back up to 7th. Now picking him up, trying to get back up toward the front. He's led 16 laps. Robbie Stewart still on pit road, still having to wait for that tow time. Coming up on, that would be Keith Hurlbutt here. The last driver on the lead lap back here in 16. 21 tuning in and 11 likes, folks. Oh, can we hit 15, 20 likes out here tonight? Coming up on the stage here momentarily. Our leader Gary, he is going to go to the inside of the 19, so that will put Keith, the first driver, 1 lap down. Robbie is unfortunately 4 laps down. Looks like he was 3, now he's 4. All right, so yeah, he is 4 laps down. He is coming back out. White flag will be at lap 50. Checkered at 51 for the stage, or caution. Gary leading the way, 1.6, 1.7 seconds ahead of Mark. Everybody kind of separated. Oh, Brandon Sheets blinking again as Chris Paff is coming up on the 2. Kyle Heath coming up on Zach for 6. As we hit lap 49. Like right now, Gary feeling it. But it ain't over. Alrighty, hitting the stripe here. White up in the air. That is the one to go here for the stage. And if Gary can hang on to it, well, he will be, of course, our stage winner. He's coming out of turn number 2 as we speak. Nashville Superspeedway, the Sim Racing Unleashed Cup Series, Harpoon Design Season 14, Round 13. Presented to you all by MaxspeedTV. And Gary Slapinski slapped himself up to the top spot. And he's going to grab the stage here tonight. Just kind of waiting on the yellow. There it is. There is the stage. Gary Slapinski grabbing the stage win. He will pick up stage points, which definitely will help. Had to clean up a pizza mess. What'd you do, Tara? Did you throw a pizza at Chris? All right. Taking a look here as we are, of course, under the 100 to go. Gary, going off of course, our winners. Gary has won 2 races. He is looking to grab his 3rd win. Mark Whitley, his teammate there, coming down right behind him, as well as everybody else. Mark looking to go back to back to back. Brandon Hartwell has got a win. Kyle Heath has got... Kyle had 2. Okay, Kyle has got a win. Brian Huntley Jr., Robbie Darnell, Brandon Sheets, Hunter Hayward, Brandon Hartwell. Next week, Daytona, July the 2nd, in night race. Be pushing 80 laps there. All right, well, let's see here if we can get Gary down here real quick and have a talk with him. Maybe if I can find him. There he is. Gary, buddy, got a copy. Gary Slapinski, got a copy, buddy. I think something's going on with your mic there, bud. You are unmuted. All right, can you hear me? All right, well, I don't know exactly what's going on here. Go ahead and put him back up there to the race room, but Gary Slapinski will grab the stage win out here tonight. Congratulations to the 78. Brantley, if you're hearing something I don't, let me know, because we can't, you know, I couldn't hear him. I don't know what's going on. All right, well, Gary grabbing the stage, so stages are completed here. You don't, oh. Okay, well, I guess we can go ahead and grab Mark, I guess, real quick. Mark Whitley, bud, got a copy? I know you're muted.
Hello.
Yeah, there you are. Okay, well, I know you guys are getting double file here real quick, but we can't hear Gary, so I don't know what's going on. But as you guys get double file here, man, you guys ran 50 laps here. How was the tires out there real quick, buddy?
It was fine. Toward the end, it got a little tight, but I think that was just a little side bit of running side by side for 20 straight laps. That was a new experience for me, so...
Yeah, you and Kyle put on a show out there, buddy.
Yeah, it was a little crazy.
All right, well, you guys are coming out of 2, so I don't really want to keep you, but, you know, we still got some racing to go here, man, so good luck down there, and, hey, I think we're going to see a lot more drivers kind of push the issue now.
Thank you.
Yep. All right, well, that is Mark Whitley. I don't know exactly what's going on with Gary here, but, again, congratulations to Gary on the stage win. It's going to be Gary Slapinski, Mark Whitley, Brad Delph, Brandon Sheets, Chris Paff, top 5. Hunter Hayward, Zach Duchier, Larry Blair, Jim Comensberger, Christopher Campbell rounding out our top 10. Race car will dive off to the safety of pit road. There it goes. Gary will get us going once we enter the start zone here. And the green is back out. We are back underway here tonight in the Sam Racing Unleashed Cup Series. Stages are done. Of course, we really can't count the caution there because it was a mistake, but we do have 95 laps to go here tonight. We are already taking a look back here with side by side. Mark up to first, getting around the 78. Brad Delph, Brandon Sheets, Chris Paff, Hunter Hayward. All right there. Might as well throw the stack in the mix. Christopher Campbell coming up through the field here. Started 15th, and he is currently running in 8th. David Cassidy started 16th. He's in 9th. 21 all over the back end of the 48 as Zach looks to the inside down into 3. He is going to take it side by side with the 48. Oh, and they're touching. Oh, they're touching. Ooh, Zach got a little squirrely there. Got a little loose. Safe. So far, so good. Larry Blair, Kyle Heath. I was just looking at it. The 68, there's Campbell. Kyle making his way back up toward the front, trying to. Oh, he's gonna hammer it down. Comensberger, Philip Bridgman, Bobby Darnell, Jeff Gilmore, Keith Hurlbutt, Robbie Stewart rounding out the field. Looks like David Cassidy falling back here. 13. Alrighty, folks, with 21 out there watching, and we get 20 likes. Do appreciate the 11 out there that everybody has thrown, not only myself and MaxspeedTV, but of course SRU as well. For Brantley, the series sponsor, out in chat as well. I'm sure he appreciates it. more people we get out here watching, the more fun we all can have. And of course, these drivers, they do go back and watch the broadcast, not only to see what, what they could have done differently, if anything, but to make sure I'm, doing my job as well. And single file. Up. We did have some side-by-side back here, but that did not last long. Right, well, on Brandon, Zach here. Zach is going to the inside of Brandon Sheets. Now, he is another one of the drivers that runs a Harpoon design paint. Right there in the tube. 21 Aerokinetics of Zach right up ahead of him. Sun Drop. Chris Papp. Charlottesville Dental Care, Brad Delph. First and second separated by about 7/10. Brad about 1.3 seconds back from P2. Chris pretty much right there on the 14. Kyle Heath, Hunter Hayward. Side by side back here for 7th. Good racing going on. Couple of battles here and there. Single file. No 3 wide yet. I know there's several people out there just waiting on that 3 wide here. Brendan Kennedy being one of them, I'm sure. Brantley Roden wants them to go 5 wide. He wants Mark and Gary to go 5 wide. I'm picking on Brantley because he's in chat, so sorry, Brantley. We want to see a 5 wide out here tonight at Nashville SS. What do you say, folks? See some 5 wide? Watching the 48 and the 13 still. These two have been side by side for a little bit, and they're door to door. Boy, man. 48 really close to that wall. Oh, what did I say? I said you want Mark and Gary, you want them to go 5 wide. That's what you want. You want to see some 5 wide action with Mark and Gary. That's why I'm picking them. Hunter 7th, Kyle 8th. Got it straightened out for now. We'll see how long that lasts. Look, everybody kind of hanging out with like Robbie Darnell, Philip Bridgman, David Cassidy, Jeff Gilmore. They're going to be doing some battling back here. So we're watching this as well. 44 of Darnell way up high. Yes. You want to see some 5 wide? I'm surprised you agreed to that. 5 and the 17, Bridgman and Cassidy. Hey, you got battles. Hey, even if you got battles in the back, folks, you still got to watch it because, we can get that. Yeah, we can get that. But we got to watch it. Sure, Tara and a few others is probably going to tell me to hush. Don't say it. They know what happens as soon as I say it. I won't say the one word, but I'll say a rubber ducky. Okay, we'll go ahead and say that. Y'all been with me long enough. Y'all know what I mean. Mark Whitley at about 7/10, still ahead of Gary. Gary's kind of pulled away a little bit from Brad. You've got Brad, Chris, Zach, and Brandon right here pretty much together. And Hunter and Kyle is not too far behind them. About a little under a half a second, 3/10 of a second. So you could probably throw these 6 pretty much together. Oh, 48. back in. Got a little on the loosey-goosey side. Whoa, the 22 of Chris. Can he save it? And he did. Paff saved it. I think Zach might have tagged him a little bit. But, however, I mean, I'm just saying, I don't think that was on purpose if he did. However, boy, man, it kind of, it sent the 22 of Chris Paff back that, hey, Zach might have got into him a little bit. I don't know. Now, the 22 also could have gotten loose at the same time. Oh, Chris is still loose. Oh, man. Christopher Campbell, Larry Blair, they're going to do some battling back here for P10. And Christopher is going to take that spot. Check on Chris again. Sun drop. See how he's doing. Yeah, go back. Oh, yeah, we got a battle up here too. Brandon Sheets and Zach. That is a battle for fourth. Now he right there. Just outside of the top five. Right on the tail of the 21 and the 2. And, well, they stayed green. We'll be done with this race in 38 minutes. Al Heath getting around Zach Powell back up into the top 5. Well, how about we look at the battle back here? I was about to say something, and then I seen Philip and Robbie doing some battling. They battled for 12. And that was real close. And that 5 of Philip way up high. Robbie is going to be able to complete the pass, bring in the 17 of David Cassidy up the tail of the 5. And David is going to get around Philip. David up to 13th. Well, let's kind of run through the field here, folks. 76 laps of 150. Mark Whitley started 3rd up the top spot. Gary Slapinski started 2nd in 2nd. He is also our stage winner. Brad Delph started 4th and 3rd. Brandon Sheets started 5th and 4th. Cal Heath, our pole sitter, back up into the top 5 in 5th. Making his way back, run back up toward the front. Zach Duchier started 10th and 6th. Chris Paff started 6th and 7th. Hunter Hayward started 7th and 8th. Tim Coleman-Sperger started 17th and 9th. Christopher Campbell started 15th and 10th. Larry Blair started 8th and 11th. David Cassidy started 16th and 12th. Robbie Darnell fixing to do some battling here with Philip Bridgman in 14th. Robbie started 14th. Philip started 13th and 14th. Jeff Gilmore started 12th and 15th. Keith Hurlbutton started 9th and 16th. Robbie Stewart started 11th, and he was running back here in 17th. That's how the race is going right now. Robbie Darnell, did he pop the wall? Okay, and a battle for the lead. Well, like Gary Slapinski up front now. Mark Whitley, E2. Hunter Hayward. Oh, something going on with Hunter. Ooh, the young gun fell all the way back into 15th here. What happened to Hunter? Ellie, what happened to Hunter? I don't know if you know or not. I don't know if you're like in there watching or or what. It was good having, you know, some family and stuff, wives. Kind of can see what happened in real time. Not now, though. We've been green, folks. 81 of 150. Kyle coming up on Brandon Sheets for 4th. Oh no, yeah, I didn't feel. Oh, Brad! Smacking the wall there. I seen that. Oh, and then Philip Bridgman, his speed dropped down to 122. Brad Dell popping the wall there. Brandon Sheets blinking a little bit again. Kyle's right behind him. Check out, see here if we can turn the camera, see if there's any damage on. There is. It's light on the 14. I don't see much any at all. He did top the wall. Lap 83, 84 as it updates here in a second. There it goes. Keith Hurlbutt getting around Hunter. Hunter falling back. Does Hunter have damage? He is coming down pit road. Oh yeah, he smacked something. Look at that. Look at that right side. He might have popped the wall. The left side's all right, but that right side, man, yeah, heavy. I don't know if it's heavy, but it is some damage on that 48 for sure. And he is going to slide it into his pit box here. Man, well, I think we found out what happened, Kelly. I think he popped the wall. Either popped the wall or he popped somebody. I think it was the wall. Al up to 4th, Brad 3rd. Kind of how we're hanging out right now. We've got Christopher Campbell coming around Jim Coleman-Sperger for 9th. David Cassidy also getting around the 11. Jeff Gilmore getting around the 11 as well. Jim falling back to 12th. Jeff up to 11th, David up to 10th. Bobby Darnell. Jim. I think Jim's coming down pit road. Yeah, I believe, yeah, he's using the access road. He is coming down pit road here, I believe. Yep. Here it comes, the 11 of Coleman-Sperger down pit road. They've only been out here roughly at about 33, 34, 35 laps, so it is a little early, but if there is damage, then possibility of going to get it fixed. They do not get any fast repairs. Oh, Jim taking it behind the wall here tonight. Oh, man. Oh, we have lost one driver in Jim Coleman-Sperger. Decided he has had enough. Hunter Hayward is still on pit road. Robbie Stewart is back out there, or he is out there 4 laps down. Hunter is 5 laps down. Oh man, 2 been on pit road for over 2 minutes. Hate it. Oh, Brad, we just got back here and we seen Brad pop the wall again. 2 is trying to get around him. Now, Brandon, man, blinking out. But Brad again popping the wall. And turn 4 hasn't been friendly, it looks like, here tonight. Here, Chris Paff coming up on Brad, about a second back, now under a second. Brad's still on the tail of the 2 of Sheets. I don't want to stay on Sheets just in case he does do his little blinky. Oh, hit the wall, messed up his steering. Oh, man, out for the night. Oh, man. Hate it for Hunter. Bummer. Yeah, I mean, I hate it. There goes the 2 blinking again. I hate it. I hate it for, you know, when drivers, you know, end up getting, you know, just the slightest damage like that. It doesn't look too bad, but, you know, when you're actually driving, it's worse than it looks. Yeah, man. Bummer. Bummer. That is a bummer. Well, next week, Kelly, they will be going to Daytona night. 80 lap super speedway action there. Now, I'm looking forward to the following week, though, however. One of my favorite tracks. The old Atlanta, you know, the track where tires, you know, you got to really manage your tires. Yeah, old Atlanta. Yeah, really looking forward to that one of these cars. Not the new Atlanta, not the super speedway Atlanta, the old Atlanta. Oh, that is going to be interesting. Man. All right. Checking it out, Gary, Mark up front. Kyle has made it up to P3. Did see him get up there back up into the 3rd position, so he has made his way back up to the front. Still plenty of laps to go. We still have at least one more round. At least, yeah, one more round of pit stops. So you was just in Daytona. Chris Paff, Brandon Sheets. Chris getting around, it looks like Brandon. Ooh, the Brandon turn up his stuff. Here comes Zach Duchier to the inside. Where is he going to get around? Try to get around the 2. We'll watch it. Stay on Zach here and see what Zach does. Stop by the racetrack. I've never been to Florida, period. I'd love to go. Can't afford it. Man. Battle for the lead again. Well, it wasn't much of a battle. Mark Whitley getting around Gary. I think they're just whip swapping, doing Mark and Gary things. Still ain't over, though. I'm interested to see when these guys start coming down pit road, though. Been out here at about 46, 47 laps. we will be coming up on pit stops here pretty shortly. But 18 of you still tuning in out there tonight. Do appreciate it. Kind of now waiting on green flag pit stop potential here. Does look like Brandon Whoa! Okay, we'll see here. And Chris Paffett looked like he was going to try to come down, but couldn't get it down there. Now, Brandon Sheets is down pit road. Like Keith Hurlbutt down pit road as well. Robbie Stewart. Nope. Pit road starting to get a little busy. Lap 102. 150. Chris Paff now down pit road. Mark, Gary. Kind of now waiting for the top 10. Sorry about that. Sorry, folks. Done already, yeah. It's only 8 o'clock. Well, 8 o'clock my time. I'm Central, so for those of you Eastern time, you're an hour ahead of me. Here comes Mark Willie down pit road. So that's going to give the lead up to Gary. I would expect Gary to come down next time. Kyle Heath, good save there, bud. Coming down pit road as well. That car started to go loosey-goosey on him. Larry Blair down pit road. Several drivers, though, staying out, doing a couple of more laps. 1 or 2 laps, maybe. I do expect Gary to come down pretty quick, though. Yeah, here he comes. Yeah, I didn't expect him to stay out there too much longer. Now, Brad Delph, he is going to stay out. He can get around Gary. He'll lead a lap. I don't believe he got it. Oh, he did. All right. So Brad Delph will pick up a bonus point here. Boy, that was like right at the line when he passed him. Well, yeah, but he did cross the line. So Brad Delph will get a lap lead. He will pick up a bonus point. Gary on pit road. Zach Duchier on pit road. Brad's still not coming. We'll see what David Cassidy does here. Oh, I'd love to go to Universal. So expensive, though. Man. All right, Christopher Campbell down pit road. The boss man, Robbie Darnell down pit road here. So, a few drivers at a time down pit road. There's a 78. That is, of course, Gary Slapinski. Now, Gary's 1 lap down, but Brad Delph is right there. So, I don't think Brad's going to fight him. Now, Gary's going to get his lap back the old-fashioned way here by getting around the leader. So, Gary back up on the lead lap. Now, Kyle Heath is a lap down as well. The first driver a lap down. Do expect Brad to get down pit road here pretty shortly. And it looks like he is going to do it this time. Well, I thought he was going a little bit too fast there, but that angle just kind of totally different. So Brad down pit road. David going to stay out. So David will... Oh, yeah, there goes. David Cassidy, yep, he will lead a lap. Not the same thing what happened to Brad. David gets around the leader right at the line. David will pick up a bonus point for leading the lap. Who do we have yet to pit? Well, David Cassidy and Jeff Gilmore. That's the last two. David coming down pit road now, as well as Jeff Gilmore. So, that being said, everything will cycle back through That will put Mark Whitley back up at the top, followed by Gary Slapinski. And once Kyle gets around, it'll be Kyle Heath. Then Brandon Sheets. Zach Gouchier rounding out our top 5. I'm waiting for everything else to kind of cycle through here. We got Chris Paff, Brad Delp, Larry Blair, like David Cassidy and Philip Bridgman. Okay, here comes Philip. Philip up to 9th, David in 10th, Gilmore in 11th, Christopher Campbell in 12th, Robbie Darnell 13th, Keith Hurlbutt 14th, Robbie Stewart 15th. Unfortunately, we have lost Jim Coleman-Sperger and, of course, Hunter Hayward. Hunter's sitting in the pit box with their steering issues. Unfortunately. Oh, man. $14 locks here tonight. I think I did see 15 locks out there, but I guess somebody decided to take that lock away. However, 14 locks. Thank you, everybody, for that. Do appreciate it. 15 of you out there tuning in. We are winding down, of course, the final laps here. Still have plenty to go here. 39 laps to go. 13 lead changes. Just the stage caution. That's all we've had for 4 laps. We have had technically no yellows here. Been an amazing race. Separated now, though. Man, lots of separation. Art, Harry, and Kyle. Let's see here. Robbie is at the 44. That is Darnell. Darnell's a lap down. He was right behind the 78. What? Hey. Oh. Oh, I get, okay. I get what you're saying now. Yeah, because I've said it. Yeah. Yeah. I probably shouldn't have said that, huh? Thank you, Brantley. I do appreciate it, bud. You know, when they're separated like this and not a whole lot of action going on, you know, it's kind of hard to, you know, talk about the, you know, the battles and stuff, because there's not really many battles. And there is some. I mean, you do have the drivers that are a lap down, and they are battling each other, like David Cassidy, Philip Bridgman, Jeff Gilmore. I mean, you got these 3 right here. They're 1 lap down together. They are battling for 9th. You know, they're battling for 9th and 10th. They're right there together. So, you know, we got to watch them. Got Christopher Campbell, who's also a lap down. He's right behind them. Robbie Darnell, who's a lap down. He's right behind them. Keith Hurlbutt is a little bit further back, but he's also a lap down. So, you know, you do got these drivers that are a lap down that, hey, they're battling just as hard as the lead lap cars. So, 75 battling to hang on to that 75. That's what he's trying to do right now. He got a little loosey-goosey. Not in a good way. Does hang on to it, though. Good job, though. There, Gilmore. Right. Oh, that is scary. Now, where in the world is Mark at? Okay, Mark is coming out of turn 2. And Gary is coming out of turn 2. All right, so that's about a, what would you say? About half a front, half a back stretch, roughly, half a track. Not even that. Mark down into 1. And there's Gary down into 1. So that's 1 and 2 right there. Callahan's coming across the stripe. Now, he's not too far back, per se. Oh, give me just a second. Sharp pain in my shoulder. He's not really too far back behind Gary. Now, I know it shows 6.3 seconds, but if a driver does so happen to, you know, have a goof up, you know, the driver behind him is going to be right there. So, yeah, Gary's 3 seconds back. Yeah, 3.2. Yeah, I do see that. Hey, bub. Yeah, there's lots of peoples in here tonight. Yeah. We had up to, I think, 22 at one time. 21, 22 people tuning in. We didn't hit that 20 like mark, but we did hit that 15 like mark. Lap 121, 9:15 Eastern, 8:15 Central. This is, well, I say it each and every week, but this is why I like SRU. They start earlier and they end earlier. Hey, bub, Brantley knows who I am. Trust me, I pick on him all the time. I pick on everybody in here. I pick on Brantley. I pick on Tara. I pick on Kelly. You know. Pick on, well, Rudy was in here. I don't know if Rudy's in here still or not. But no, Gomez hanging out there somewhere. He's not talking much, but. Oh, Sheets. Okay, boy, Sheets just left the track there with a blinky, and I thought I'd lost internet connection there for a second. That scared the daylights out of me. Sheets is still in the race. We're still live. Yeah, I've already enlightened them all about that. Yeah, we're just waiting on it now, ain't we, Brantley? Yeah, it's, I was on Brandon Sheets here, and he's been having some, blinker fluid issues, so, did a little bit of blinking out tonight. Not sure exactly what's going on. Probably that McDonald's internet. Or Walmart Wi-Fi. I don't know. See, picking on Brandon now. Brad Delph! Chris Paff. This is the battle for 6th. Yes. Heating up. And the 14 going to get the pass over Chris. Brad up to 6th. Brad up to 6th. Chris in 7th. We'll continue to watch this in the timing screen here, because could heat up again between the 14 and the 22. We'll just keep an eye on it. Larry Blair back here in 8th. Right where he started, he just went a lap down as Mark Whitley gets around him. Larry Blair, the first driver, a lap down, started 8th in 8th. Now, they can make it to the end, so they should be good to go. Now, tires, of course, as it's been all night, tires are going to be shot by the end of the race. But everybody doing a good job hanging on to it. Full night race right now. Lights are on the track. Right, Mark Whitley. Larry Blair, let's see here. Yeah, Larry Blair lap down. Chris Paff is the last driver on the lead lap. We've got 7 drivers on the lead lap. Right, next time by will put us at 20 to go here. Well, this time by actually, Mark Whitley out of 4 through the tri-oval. 20 to go here tonight, folks. You are watching MaxspeedTV in the Sim Racing Unleashed Cup Series, sponsored by Harpoon Design, Season 14, Round 13 here at the Nashville Superspeedway. Big shout out to everybody that is tuned in here tonight. Those that are talking or typing in chat, those that are kind of just sitting back listening. We do appreciate each and every one of you. And those that just stop by and say hi and then leave, thank you for the view. Do appreciate it. It ain't gonna take long to wind down the final 19 laps here. I don't foresee anybody coming down pit road anytime soon. Better not say what I'm thinking about saying, because apparently they'll just tell me to shut up. Right, Mark Whitley is going to take it 17 to go here. Got Whitley, Slapinski, Keith, Sheets, Duchier. Well, yep, Sheets and Duchier, 4th and 5th. Could be a battle for 4th here between these two. Elf, Aff, Blair, Cassidy, Gilmore, rounding out our top 10 right now. Could have a battle between Cassidy and Gilmore here for 9th. Amble, Darnell, Bridgman, Hurlbutt, and Stewart rounding out 15 drivers on the track. Jim, lost Jim here tonight, and unfortunately lost Hunter as well. No, Hunter is still in Discord. Oh, he is setting on pit road as well, and as I say that, Zach Duchier is going to get around Brandon Sheets. Zach up to 4th. I know we're late in the race here tonight, but I do want to bring up those point standings once again. Coming in 2 tonight, unfortunately, Gomez, Mark Koshik missed the start. But here is the point standings coming in 2 this afternoon. And Mark Whitley, of course, ahead of Gary in the points by 1. And he is ahead of Gary right now in the race by about 2 seconds. So y'all can pause it and look at the points if you want to, or just wait until after the race and then go back and look at them. But that is the way they are coming into tonight. Well, Mark Whitley, he is one of those drivers, and you've got, he's tough to beat, I tell you. Grabbed his first win this season back at Richmond and he went back to back. Richmond and Phoenix was his first 2 wins. Then he grabbed a win at Pocono, June the 4th. back to back. Gonna Sonoma. And, well, if he keeps it up right now, he's going to go back to back to back. He's got a 2-second lead. I mean, you look at the gap. You see Mark Whitley, and then you see Gary. It really, I mean, it doesn't look too big, though. I mean, it's not a big gap. It really ain't. All right, well, looks like Brad Delph and Brandon Sheets. Gotta get back here. Oh, Brandon, will you stop that? Yeah, 2 seconds, yeah. Yeah, see, I've got it right here. I can see it. Anyway, it's average anywhere between 1.8 and 2.1. I've been noticing it, you know. And here we go, side by side. Brad Delph, Brandon Sheets. This is a battle for 5th. Or top 5 here, potentially. 10 to go, folks. 10 laps to go, and side by side, the 14 and the 2. And the 14 is going to slide up in front of the 2. And is Brandon going to try to go back to the inside? He's down there, but I don't know if he's going to be able to get the front of that car. Not yet. Mark Whitley will be taking the 8 to go next time by. I'm going to get back up here on Brad Delph and Brandon Sheets here for a moment. Now, they will be coming up on Zach. Well, about a second back, but they will be coming up on Zach here. Now, I don't know. I don't think anybody's got any tire left, though. And Jeff Gilmore potentially could be getting up to David Cassidy for 9. 8 to go, no fast repairs. I do have it up in the top left corner of the ticker under race. Not gonna say it, but it's there just in case. I'm sure some of y'all out there cracking up laughing because you know I want to say it. I don't want to say it. Yeah, I'm talking about the little thing under where it says race. There are 3 of those. Knew that was gonna happen. Oh man, that cracked me up. All right, yeah, they are coming around Philip Bridgman here. Philip in the 5. Philip is a lap down as the 14 of Brad Delph does try to get around him safely. That did get around him. Next time by will be, well, it just took 5 to go, so next time by will be 4 to go. Now, with that being said, no, I'm not going to say. I'm just doing it to pester you, Brantley. All right, Gary, still about 1.8 seconds back behind Mark Whitley. Mark up front, Gary, Kyle, top 3. Kyle is coming up on the deuce. I think that is Jeff Gilmore. Yeah, Jeff is in 10th, a lap down, so that will not be for position. Kyle is in P3. Great comeback, though, by Kyle Heath. Ooh, Kyle tagging the wall there a little bit. At least from that angle, it looked like he did. Could just be the way the angle of the camera is. But 3 to go. Next time by will be that 2 to go. Oh, man, my ankle hurts. And Hunter Hayward has officially taken his car behind the wall here tonight. We knew he was done earlier, but, man, oh, man. Hate it for him. I hate it for Jim as well. 2 to go. Next time by will be 1 to go. Mark Whitley. 78 laps under his belt here tonight. Started in P3. We've got Gilmore and Cassidy. Looks like Kyle's in the mix here, but not for position. Mark Whitley across the stripe. That is the 1 to go here tonight. So we will finish this under regulation. There will be no green, white, checkered attempts here tonight. And I didn't jinx it. We didn't have any yellows other than the stage caution. But Mark Whitley, and oh man, Mark Whitley coming into tonight. Two-back wins for Mark Whitley. Gary will finish in second. Great comeback by the 13 of Kyle Heath. Finishing in P3. Awesome job, Kyle. Top 3. That is our podium finishers. Brad Delph. Not technically got 4th. Now he does. Brad Delph in 4th. Zach Duchier in 5th. But our podium will go to Mark Whitley, Gary Slapinski, and Kyle Heath here tonight. Hang tight, folks. We'll get the top 3 up here for the MaxspeedTV post-race show. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Alrighty, folks, we have caught up with, a top 2 here tonight. Mark Whitley, our winner, and Gary Slapinski, P2 here tonight. We're going to go ahead and grab our winner here tonight, Mr. Mark Whitley. Mark, buddy, I know you guys are down there taking some pictures. in victory lane here tonight, but you know we got this interview we got to do as well. So Mark, you know I gotta say, dude, yeah, you're something else, man. I don't even know what to say. Back to back to back wins. I mean, 3 straight. Hard enough to get even 1 win, let alone 3 in a row, man. You had something figured out here tonight at Nashville Superspeedway. We had that stage caution, and that was it. That's all the yellows we had. Brantley was telling me to shut up because he didn't want me to jinx it. So, but Mark, man, talk about it. Nashville Superspeedway, you guys got spread out. I didn't think that was going to happen, but it did. But we got to hear from you, man.
Yeah, it was pretty intense, especially at the beginning of the race. I didn't really get a good qualifying lap. Kind of just, I think I overdrove it a little bit and had to lift off both 2 and 4, so just didn't get the qualifying we wanted. But Kyle, for what felt like an eternity, I think it was like 18 or 19 straight laps of side by side. That's probably a record for me. So after that, I was able to get clear of them, and I think the tires were just kind of used up. So Gary got back by us, and he won the stage. After that, you know, was able to get around Gary at the beginning of the second stage, kind of hold her own, and we were doing pull it a little bit away, and then we were talking about the real race, and I was asking some of my fantasy guys were doing, and one of them was sitting dead last because he got crashed. So I had the big brain thing of sitting here trying to run around a racetrack, trying to change your fantasy lineup on your phone. It's kind of how Gary got back by me, because I'm sitting here with one hand trying to change my lineup so I can get more points for my fantasy league.
Oh my gosh.
He got back by me, and then I had to run him down. I run him down pretty good, and he touched the wall, and I was able to get back by him, and we pitted a lap before he did, and we just got through. I think we just got a really good pit stop and got, you know, on and off pit road really quick, and had a little bit of a gap with Gary, and he was starting to run us down toward the end there. I think I was maybe used the tires up a little bit too much in that last run, and he was slowly inching on us, but we had a big enough gap, thankfully, where he just kind of made it close looking at the end. You know, really great to have another Harpoon, you know, 1-2. No, Brantley likes it. I know. Good to be in victory lane, like you said, 3 in a row. I've done that a couple times, but it's always sweet to do it. This track's really awesome. Took me a little bit to get used to it, but now that I've gotten my hands on it, I really enjoy this track. So hopefully we can keep the momentum rolling and maybe go for 4 in a row next week.
Yeah. I mean, we've got a race next week that, you know, it's anybody's race. You know, it's that's actually super speedway racing. Before we get to Daytona, it is a night race, by the way, next week, 80 laps there. We real quickly, you know, tires. I mean, you guys could run, you know, 50 plus laps out here. How was the tires? I mean, were they like completely shot? Could y'all go a little bit more, or was that like the bare minimum or the maximum?
Oh, we could go about 56 laps on gas. So gas was really the main determining factor, especially toward the end of the run, though. Last 10, maybe 15 laps of the run, you could definitely feel the right front kind of, you know, you just get really kind of tight center. So you had to kind of use the bumps in 3 and 4 to help kind of rotate it off the corner. And you know, I think that looks like, looking at it right now, my right front was at 69 the last time we pitted. So it was they were getting used up pretty good. The right rear was at 86, so you definitely were using the right front a little bit more. So it was just about trying to get it rotated and using the bumps to help turn it, and using enough brake to get it, you know, get the momentum turning, and just worked out pretty good for us.
Oh yeah, definitely so. I mean, you did beat Gary by 1.6 seconds, but that's really not a lot. I mean, if you would have messed up, you know, he would have been right there on you. So 1.6 seconds, even 2 seconds, is not a big gap. I'm sure you were kind of aware of that.
Yeah, at one point I had it at about 3.5 seconds, and he slowly started inching in. And once I realized that, you know, as long as I ran decent laps, he'd run out of time. I started taking it a little bit easy, especially the last 2 or 3 laps, making sure, because at turn 4 wall will reach out there and jump you. I tagged it a couple times with the right rear, just enough to skin the paint off of it, but I really didn't want to nail the wall. I figured that was going to be the only way I was going to lose the race, so I was just kind of taking it easy, making sure I could get through 3 and 4. And you know, like I said, he was probably pushing all he could, and if we had a caution, it would have been a hell of a race between me and him. But, you know, thankfully we didn't get a caution, and we were able to bring it home.
Yeah, you did. Well, Daytona, like I said, next week, 80 laps there. So, you know, not the full 100 that I normally see. A little bit shorter But we still have the stage that we got to go through. But that's going to be bumper to bumper, 2 wide, 3 wide even at times. What do you think about Daytona again?
I mean, I'm not really a fan of super speedway racing. We'll go in there and just kind of have fun, just go for broke, and maybe we'll wind up in victory lane, or we'll probably wind up on the wrecker. So, either one is probably gonna, probably more likely to be up on the wrecker. But it's super speedway. We got enough wins, for the playoffs. So, just go in there, have fun, and maybe get a little aggressive and see if we can't steal another one, or if not, maybe help get Gary a win, or just go in there and have fun, really.
Yeah. You got a lot of wins already this season, man. Back to back to back, and then you've gotten 2 more, so I believe that makes 5 on the season. Man, golly, Mark. I mean, you class the field, man. You're hard to beat. You are hard to beat. I'd try to beat you, but I'd wreck you before I beat you. Oh, man. Mark, awesome job, buddy. Final thoughts, shout-outs, thanks you want to give before you go celebrate your victory here tonight. And, of course, get ready for Daytona, man.
Yeah, a big shout-out Harpoon Design, Brantley. He does all our paint schemes, and he was spotting for me tonight. I appreciate all he does. Appreciate him keeping an eye on the real race. And, I probably kind of made him a little upset when I was sitting there trying to do it under green. But I appreciate all the work he does for me. And another shout out to my family tuning in these broadcasts of races. I know be a little late sometimes at night when they are going, so I appreciate them tuning in. Big shout out to the league. I think we've had at least one other race. I don't remember if it was Pocono, but we've had some pretty much clean and green racing this year. Only caution was a stage, and that speaks highly of all the drivers around here. And hopefully we can keep it going. Daytona is another one where that one, it can either go green or we can be sitting there playing bumper cars. So we'll see how it goes. I have a lot of faith and trust in these guys being able to put on a good show there. So I guess final shout out to the league admins and you for putting on the broadcast, and for them just keeping the league going and keeping everything running smoothly.
All righty. Well, Mark, I do appreciate those kind words there, man. And hopefully I put on a show for you and the guys out here and the fans out here tonight. But we're going to go let you go celebrate your victory here, man. And, of course, we'll see you next week at Daytona, Mark.
Sounds good.
Yep. All right. Well, that's going to bring us here to our second place finisher. That is the 78 Harpoon Design Racing team of Gary Slapinski, teammate of Mark Whitley. So, another 1-2 punch out here tonight, Gary, for Harpoon Design. But, man, Nashville SS, I don't know much about the track. I've never really raced here, even on iRacing. I've never raced it in real life either. So, But, I mean, you got to talk about it. It's a different track. It's not really a super speedway, but it's named a super speedway. Tire wear, I think, that's really about it. Some side by side. But what did you feel out there here tonight? What was the ups and downs, that you had? I mean, I don't really see any downs, but that's just me. Gary, Mike's yours,
Yeah.
but
Yeah, my ups and downs was turn 1. I felt like if I overdrove it, it kind of ruined the center a little bit. That was my thing that felt like I was the slowest tonight around there. Kind of late in the run, too. And it took me a little while to kind of figure out that as the tires wear down, you got to adjust to it, too. So I figured it out a little bit towards the end there, and it was a little too late. Mark was already way out there. I couldn't really catch him. I was trying to catch him, but lap traffic and just didn't have a great pit stop. Other than that, I think overall I think I had a pretty good night. Had it up front. I was up there with battling for the lead. I know Kyle had a little bad luck tonight. I don't think I got into him. I know I didn't. He just got loose, and I was there, but I didn't think I got him loose. But I know he got loose tonight, and he bounced back. So that was a great job by him, and I'm proud of him. Other than that, I had a pretty good car tonight. I would have liked to won, but I just fell a little short there. But that's okay. That's all right. I'll take the second any day with my partner.
Well, yeah, a P2, I mean, at a track like Nashville Superspeedway, I don't even know why it's called a Superspeedway. Maybe back in the day, it used to be a super speedway style race.
Yeah, it's nice. It's concrete, so it's pretty cool.
Yeah, and wear and tear on the tires. I got to ask you, man, how did it feel after, 30, 40, even 50 laps out there? We talked to, of course, your teammate, and it sounded like his tires were, getting pretty worn down, 60, 70% on some areas. What was yours like? Because I know every driver's different.
Yeah, mine was about the same. I think I had in the 60s and 70s. We were about the same, so we were pretty close. So, Mark, I felt so. We just have maybe just a little bit driving style differently in one. Other than that, we were just, as you can see, we're actually just having fun out there at one pit stop, and we were just running running hot laps together, and we're pulling away from everybody. So we're having a little fun out there on the radio and everything on our team channel. So it's fun to when you're out there racing and just bring a little smile to yourself and have a good time. That's what it's about. You got to have a good time. If you're not having a good time, then it's probably not going to be very fun out there for you.
Oh, yeah, definitely. So, well, Nashville, totally different from the track we go to next week. Actually, Super Speedway racing, Daytona, night race, 80 laps, but it's a crapshoot. Anybody can win it. So how do you feel about going into Daytona for round number 14 of the season, buddy?
Like I said, it's a crapshoot. I'll try to hook up with Mark, and maybe we can just kind of draft and just stay together. Maybe we can do something towards the end there, and hope for the best.
I don't think two cars are going to be able to pull away from a 9-10 car field, though.
No, if you hook it up, you can push that guy. Just can't overheat it though. If you overheat
yeah,
it,
true.
And just keep him pushing. I've done it, so it kind of works. You just got to do it at the right time.
Well, Gary, awesome job. Of course, good points not for you. And, finishing second, 1 point behind Mark Whitley in the point standings. Of course, Mark winning, your teammate. So I don't think much is going to change there between you two. Kyle did come back, grabbing that P3 spot. So he did have a nice comeback. So, that was, awesome to see. It could have been worse, but he managed to get back up there. And that's
yeah, he did.
He did
an awesome job.
Yeah, I think he tore the tires up doing it, but he did it.
Yeah, no, he did a great job.
Yeah, he did it.
Very proud of him.
He did, man. So
he was cutting grass. I know that.
yeah, he was doing that. So I don't think top three in the points are going to change much, depending on, of course, stage points and all that. We'll see how all that lines up, but. Awesome job, Gary. P2, hit or not, bud. Final thoughts, shout-outs, thanks you want to give before you go celebrate. And, of course, get ready for Daytona, man.
Oh, I'd like to thank you, MaxspeedTV. I'd like to thank Driven, my teammates, my spotter. I'd like to thank Harpoon Designs, and everybody out there watching. And have a great night.
All righty, Gary. Well, have a great night, man, and we will see you next week at Daytona, buddy. Go celebrate P2, bud.
Thank you.
Thank you. You did. All right. Well, that is Gary Slapinski here, and of course, Kyle Heath. Awesome job by Kyle. The Memory Designs 13 coming back, grabbing a P3 spot, line. The top three that finished the race here tonight. That's the way they were in the point standings as well. So, like I said, I don't think much is going to change. Pending on the stage points and how all that comes into play. Of course, they will not be updated until tomorrow, I do believe. So we will go with unofficial results here tonight, pending any admin stuff they have to do. But let's go ahead and get down here tonight, folks, with those unofficial results. Mark Whitley grabbing the win here tonight, back-to-back wins for Mark Whitley. That, of course, is his 5th win on the season. Gary Slapinski going to finish in second. Kyle Heath, again, great comeback there, buddy. P3, man, proud of you. Brad Delph in 4th. Top 5 for Zach Duchier as well. Brandon Sheets in 6th. Chris Paff, top 10 for him in 7th. Larry Blair in 8th. Jeff Gilmore in 9th. David Cassidy rounding out our top 10. Christopher Campbell in 11th, Robbie Darnell in 12th, Philip Bridgman 13th, Keith Hurbud 14th, Robbie Stewart 15th, Jim Comensperger in 16th, Hunter Hayward 17th, and Paul Buzz Cohen did not start here tonight. But like I said, folks, our winner here tonight, Mark Whitley. And a big shout out to, of course, our sponsor, Brantley Roden, Harpoon Design. Excuse me. Thank you there, Brantley, for coming on board sponsoring the series again for Sim Racing Unleashed. A big shout out to, of course, Robbie Darnell and all the admins over here for, keeping this league going. Great group of guys over here. Great competition as well. A big shout out to all the fans out there that tune in each and every week. 17 locks out here at the end of the broadcast. Thank you, everybody, for that. But until next time, folks, stay safe. Thank you all, and have a good night.